Bitcoin has been rallying for 3 weeks now. It has been rising for about 30% from the 7th of April 2025. It's starting to come into resistance territory. And so why is this important? In my opinion, Bitcoin and the entire crypto market is going to react to this level. The question is, how is this going to affect our strategies? What are the most bearish scenarios? What is a mildly bearish scenario? And what is the most bullish scenario? You know, hitting these levels means that it will make a lower high on the higher time frames and will make a complacency shoulder before returning into a bear market. Like everything is going to crash down again at these levels, and we are not going to recover from it for a few months, even maybe even years. That's my most bearish scenario. It's my most unlikely scenario, and I've explained why in a previous video. So my mildly bearish scenario would be bounce off a resistance level around these 90k levels and then head lower to test previous highs at around 88k levels. And that's something in between the bull and the bear. It's something that could be very likely. And the most bullish scenario would be, and that's the scenario that I'm leaning towards, is chopping around this region level. So it goes into these resistance levels in this region between about 95k and 99k and just chop around for a bit. Maybe slightly go back to the 94 level before just moving into a second bull market phase. And the question becomes, what should I do short term? The thing I'm asking myself is, should I sell the highs, or should I wait, or should I do both? And here's what I'm doing. I'm going to, for my short-term portfolio, I'm going to place sell limit orders, and when they hit those resistance levels, so I'm going to put them quite high at the very end of the resistance, and if price hit because of euphoria, willing to pay that high premium price to get those orders in, I then look for the rejection of those levels and wait to buy back at lower support levels. And when it comes to my longer term portfolio, I'm going to wait for price action to confirm the bias that I have. Crypto will rally into the summer. And that's based on the time confluence of the time goal dates scenarios that I have across several charts. You know, and that's going to try to cover all the scenarios that I have in my analysis. I'm going to wait for signals that confirm my bias. And if things change that do not confirm with my bias, I have to reassess and then consider those more bearish scenarios or even the most bearish scenario. Prices have up till now confirmed my bias. Recent zone I've entered is around the lows a few weeks back. The sentiment itself has come back quite a bit from extreme fear into neutral territory or even slightly bullish right now. We're seeing weakness in the USDT levels. USDT dominance is starting to break down, which means quite some strength in the crypto market. We are seeing gold is made a high on the 21st of April 2025, and it rallied all the way into the 3500s before getting sold off into the 3200s, and it's making a nice correction right now. It seems as it's gonna move on again later on once this correction is over, based on the corrective behavior of this three-wave move that I'm seeing right now. And my personal level on the gold price is around 5,000 levels, and maybe in the future I will go into this why I think the 5,000 level is significant. Silver has been lagging quite a bit. Silver has been moving higher from the 25 levels, but hasn't moved as gold has. Bond market, US 10-year. The 10-year is a problem. The yield hasn't come down as much as people would have liked. During the crash from December up till now, the bond yields have stayed elevated and haven't, like they had in the 2008 crash. The bonds and the treasury bonds are not flights to safety anymore. Obviously, gold has profited from this event. They are not trusting governments and their spending anymore, and instead are opting in for investing in an asset that doesn't have counterparty risk. And that's what we are seeing in gold, because there's no other place to hide anymore besides the risk on assets like crypto and Bitcoin. But if you are talking about an asset that can perform both in risk off and risk on assets, I think that's the place to be. That's gold. It can perform in both scenarios quite well, and that's what it is doing right now. So it has performed during the sell-offs, and it is still performing well during the run-ups that we have seen now in crypto. So that's an interesting phenomenon right now. Larger institutional investors are seeing the same thing, positioning themselves in a new paradigm shift where the US dollar treasury bonds are not the safe haven assets anymore, and gold is the replacement. And what we're seeing right now is they're adjusting for this new world. That's it for now. See you soon.